All right, welcome back, everybody. We're playing a bit of poker, talking our way through the casino before we head to the Auber District. Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Beyond the Horizon with Telethor. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTube jazz as we keep this train a-rolling. This woman earlier, Cecilia, as I recall, with her level of skill, you'd never guess she was a beginner. Perhaps it's the inexperience that makes her playstyle so elegant in its simplicity, though having a natural gift for the game is certainly no detriment. I haven't had such low-stakes fun in some time. It's a different kind of thrill, but not at all disagreeable.
I'll be your opponent.
Yeah. In the meantime, we are definitely aiming for the penguin. The penguin charm. Hey, Jackson Kings. Yep. Yeah, we'll go again. Pocket aces. Nothing. Almost Texas Hold'em, but not quite. Keep the 10, one club, one heart, not making a flush draw, not making a straight draw. All right. Not a lot of, I guess if you've got Jack King, you could hold a straight. There's nothing there to make a flush draw for you though. One pair. Actually, you'd have beat me at aces over tens, but oh, you're sitting on queens. That sucks. 10 jack, queen is 3 diamonds. I've got a whole lot of nothing. Still nothing. Oh, 2 pair. Queens and 2s. What are you sitting on? Also 2 pair. Sitting on 10s. Trip 4s. Unless you've got the third 4, that means I've probably got you beat. You'd have to have 3, 5, 7 or 5, 7, 8. Possibly 2, 3, 5. You've got a couple of outs. You could be sitting on 3 spades. I'm sitting on 4s over 6s. Pretty good chance I just walked away with that. Oh, I didn't raise. Cripe. Oh, I did raise. Okay. Let's go for one more. Come on, give me the nothing. Give me nothing. You suck. 2, 3, 4. Nope. Nope. Only thing I've maybe got is if I pull a 5, 6. Maybe. And that's highly unlikely. Well, I got a queen. And then 7, 8, 9. Hey! Top pull.
Come play again, won't you?
Yay. And that, biggest poker prize.
Good stuff.
Extra real-time money. Yes. I had just the most exhilarating game of poker earlier. Even now, my heart is still pounding. Granted, the dealer was kind enough to adjust herself to a player's skill level. But still in all, trying to read your opponent's hands makes for such fierce competition. What fun this casino is. I couldn't be more grateful to have my husband escort me these past few days. Extravagance isn't something we often engage in. It's been a long while since we even so much as shared a drink at the counter like this. Seeing my wife have such a grand time calls to mind our honeymoon somewhat. Little excursions such as these make for a pleasant departure, I suppose. Something, I suppose. But let's go get...
exchange your tokens for prizes?
Yes, I would. I would like my penguin charm, please. And, you know, I have a Mistral Star. I have a Mistral Star. I might go for Cobaltic Blue Eyes, however.
Thank you very much.
Let's give it one more hand. Oh, that's downstairs.
I'll be your opponent.
Hold the 4. Well, there's the other 9. 4. Yeah, nothing much beyond that. One more and I'd have had a flush. Everything offsuit, my word. Well, hold the 3. Because I can draw ace 5 or 5, 6. Pair of 4s. Nope, only 3 spades. Yeah, we're gonna hold everything and we're gonna raise because that's sitting on 2 pair. Ace, queen, ace, queen. Aces over queens. Top pair. Yep. Pushed again. Oh. Well, you're just nasty all around. Ain't nothing but nothing but nothing. See what we get. Ah, there's the other jack. Nuttin', honey. Gonna lose that one. No, it's a draw. All right, all right. Hold the 10. Nope. Nothing there that's gonna work. No help from the dealer. One pair. Queen, queen. Pocket queens, we'll take it. Potential flush draw. No help from the dealer. Oh, you suck. Oh, full house. Nines over queens. Would have loved to have seen that last hand. Three, four, five, six. I need a 7. It's a really crappy flush draw. Pair of queens. Or straight draw, rather. 2 or 7 would have worked, but really crappy straight draw. Four, five, six, huh? Well, there's the 5. Nothing much going on. Low pair, well, mid pair, but still. 2 pair. Could be worse. All right, what do we got? 3, 4, there's the 3. Ace queen suited, but only a 3 up there. That's not going to do me any good. Going to be sitting on 2 pair or a oh. The rest of this is crap. Just 1 pair. Hey, we'll take it.
Come play again.
That's it. That's it. Gets me what I want.
Want to exchange your tokens for prizes?
Matter of fact, I do. I want one of those. ATS 45. Okay, let's wait till we can actually see what things are. Equip. Wait, what? I'm sitting here without... Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Mistral Star, yes. My gosh, man. Antique, ATS 6, ATS 10. Nope. This is going there. Far and away it's going there. ATS of 583, 553, 470, 532. Yeah. All right. Away we go. Only 1 district left.
Then let's head over. Well then. Well then.
Search time.
Okay, take those. What else? Andalucia has a shop. Okay. Oh, what pleasant weather. Hard to believe it was raining just a moment ago. Every summer day should be just like this, if you ask me. Wouldn't you agree, Madeline? Meow.
Now where?
I'm glad to see so many students committed to their extracurriculars. Youth is short, after all. As their teachers, we must ensure that we match their enthusiasm. Is that what a teacher's job is? Oh, you're their manager, right? It's nice to meet you. Yeah, it was real nice of you to... Wait a sec. Did you just call me their manager? Oh, are you not? Since I just kind of figured. Since I heard you're in charge of their match arrangements and managing the team's meals. I mean, I am, but calling me a manager is... She's adorable. Seems good at what she does, too. Their team really seems to be shaping up lately. Gotta make sure I keep up.
Well then.
Me? A manager? I mean, I guess it does kind of have a nice ring to it. I can give you a few quick pointers if you're interested. Yes, please. Oh, and there's no need to be so polite. I'm so much younger than you. All right, then. Let's both do our best out there today, okay? Yeah. Hey, Simon. Heard you beat some pros yesterday. I mean, I know they were in a lower bracket and all, but still. Maybe today will give us a chance to learn a few tricks from you. I don't know about that. I'm still a long ways away from joining the big leagues. Just got to keep practicing. To be honest, that's why I've been looking forward to this match of ours. Gives me a chance to try out some new moves. Yeah? Let's do this thing. After that win you guys got at the festival, you can bet we'll be returning the favor. We came here to have a match with the Aramis boys basketball team today. After all, if we want to join the big leagues, we've got to compete with the best of the best. Kind of wish Sasha was here for it, but I'll give it my all out there anyway. Yeah, you might want to play the girls' team instead of the boys' team. Just saying. Oh, yeah. That pro basketball tournament's supposed to be in full swing by now, right? Heard the Red Tigers went up a bracket this year. That shooter of theirs is something else. He's not on anyone's radar just yet, though. But they're going all the way to the top. I guarantee it. Maybe I'll see if I can catch one of their games soon. Pro basketball, huh? I think that was one of the tournaments we could bet on at the sports book. Okay. So Sasha won't be coming today, huh? Well, that sucks. I was looking forward to trying some new plays against her. It's pretty much the only reason why I came in the first place. Well, whatever. They're going down anyway. Aramis basketball team is strong. Learned that much in the spring. But without Sasha around, it's just not the same. Oh well. Guess I'll just use this chance to come up with plays to use against her whole team instead. Okay. Let's see if we can...
Time to depart.
Even though we already placed a bet. See if we can't place a dark horse
Thanks
bet.
for stopping by.
Earth is that costume?
Pardon me. What would you like?
Red Tigers is summer tournament's dark horse. Yes.
We'll see how things...
There we go.
Well then, shall we?
Now where?
What else we got going on?
Oops. My bad.
Really? Won't.
Initiating search.
That's that.
The new first years are quite the hard workers.
The space program's practically all anyone's talking about nowadays. Nothing about terrorist plots or gangsters. Feels like we finally achieved peace in the Republic. Yes, sir. The citizens of Calvard can sleep soundly once more. I gave Apollo one of Andalucia's dog cakes earlier. He devoured it in practically no time at all. Guess it must have been really tasty. I'm glad he liked it so much. Oof. Maybe I should pick up another sometime. Oof, oof.
Take your time.
Performing shard search.
If I recall correctly, that girl over there was the former partner of With You's Sela. I wonder what's got her looking so troubled. Perhaps there's something I could do to lend her a hand. This area has potential too. With You's new music video has been really racking up the views lately, huh? And yet, for some reason, you're still going out of your way to set up a concert for them. Well, of course I am. See, unlike Vega, With You's got a sort of indie-type flair to them. Makes them a lot more relatable to their fans. And at the end of the day, that's something we can push as their selling point. It's how we're going to spin this. The polished to sterility new debuts versus the down-to-earth performance pioneers. There have been some disagreements on what course Natalie should be taking in her career. Can't say I ever expected our compromise would involve her helping With You, though. But given how much she cares for those girls, maybe I should have seen it coming. And either way, it's a bridge we've already crossed. I know it'd be an issue if the higher-ups were to find out, but I suppose I don't mind helping her out here and there, within reason, of course. The promo vid we released has been racking up views like no tomorrow. Apparently, some influencer decided to show it to their followers. Talk about a stroke of luck. But luck's not something we can rely on. If we want to see success, we've got to get out there on our own. Which is why we're holding a pop-up concert tonight, no matter what comes our way. Talking about a hostile government takeover. Like to talk about it, but I'd be late for work. Speaking of small indie. And nothing here? Nope.
Search time.
No reason to go in there.
Performing shard
Aha! Mine. I'd heard Aramis students are on a break at the moment, but their extracurriculars seem to be keeping more than a few of them rather busy lately. Why, some students are even participating in volunteer activities for the church. Their dedication to bettering themselves is remarkable indeed.
Now where?
Oh, Prince Jerry and Princess Zita seem busy as ever lately. I wish they had the chance to actually enjoy their time at the embassy for once. It's not at all what I was aiming for.
Shard search? Go.
Go. Sister Ophelia tends to fall victim to distraction quite often, unfortunately. And those distractions often come in form of rumors and gossip. But I suppose on the bright side, it means she's often the first to be aware of issues that crop up in the community. That's why I can say with confidence that she is one of the capital's most indispensable members.
Now where?
And Bishop Orwell seems to be carrying a lot on his shoulders lately, though he rarely shows it. The chance to teach Sunday school does seem to have helped him decompress a little, however.
Search time.
Ugh. As someone with a position in the Department of Internal Affairs, I imagine you must be privy to information unavailable to the general public. And as a journalist, I feel it's my duty to promote knowledge of one of our nation's greatest ventures to the masses. Do you see my meaning? Unfortunately, there's nothing I can share with you. Frankly, the project has so many moving bits and pieces, not even the DIA has a grasp on all the details. That's unfortunate indeed. But it's true that you and your colleagues handle the staffing of the more practical roles within the project. Yes? Including that of departments often left out of the spotlight? Any comments about... Normally, I'd head back to the office to compile this report, but I kind of feel like that'd be a waste of time. I'll just do it on the laptop and call it a day. Need to start getting ready for tonight, after all. Section Chief of the Department of Internal Affairs. He was supposedly a classmate of Presidential Aide Kincaid's. More tight-lipped than I imagined he'd be. Still, whatever he's willing to spill is something I could use for an article. Every word he speaks is in my favor. Anything to keep the coverage going.
Take your time.
Search time.
Shard search, go.
You might be interested to know that I taught a lesson for Sunday school this morning. It was actually the first I've taught in a while. I must say, having the chance to engage with the children of Edith was a truly invaluable experience. They have such bright futures ahead of them. If time allows, I'll make it a habit to visit more often.
Search time.
Is that all you got?
Now where?
Nope. Nothing doing. All right. Andalucia it is. Wait a minute.
Initiating search.
Nope, nothing here. Okay. Yep, Andalucia it is.
Initiating search.
Welcome to Andalucia.
Performing shard search.
I know Holland's recently decided to branch out a bit, but you'd never be able to tell from the quality of his usual fare. I mean, today's Jewel Muscat tart? Simply perfection. His skill is incredible, and to think he still holds a desire for innovation as well.
What would you like?
Somebody told me about this Jewel Muscat tart, so I'm just going to take it.
Come again.
Recently, I decided to dive headfirst into creating cakes for dogs. The feedback I've received has been phenomenal. Having the chance to enjoy a sweet treat with their four-legged family members has Edith thrilled. Why, I've even had a few requests to make cakes for cats as well. There are a number of things animals can't eat. Even some seasonings are off limits to them. That's why it can be so difficult to make even the most basic of pet foods, let alone pet treats. But their joy is worth the challenge, and cooking up creative workarounds can be fun in its own way as well. Items, cooking.
Love me a sugar rush.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Love me a sugar rush. Love me a sugar rush. Whew, I'm stuffed.
I should have given some of those to Elaine. Sure.
I can't take another bite.
Sure you can. Okay, 125 dishes sampled. Cool. How about gourmet? Edith. All right, we'll take it.
I'll put it on the blog.
Sure, go right ahead.
Large grapes plus a crisp sweet tart equals total deliciousness. The mascots really are pretty like jewels, so much that I'd feel like kind of a waste not to eat the whole thing.
All right, I'll put it on the blog. Sheesh. Talk about obsessed.
The acerbic tomatoes make the sweetness of the tort shine while adding that tiny bitter edge that keeps you coming back. Respect to whoever came up with this crazy combo. All right, Basil? Yes?
Thanks to Mr. Arkwright, I leave it to you.
The cafeteria promotes this treat as an efficient source of glucose and vitamins. It isn't too sour, and the honey is delicately sweet. A prime dessert for times of critical thinking. 3 stars. Okay. And that leaves... Hey, Chloe. Huh? Mom? Oh, it's Miss Chloe and Lucretia. The hell kind of lineup is this? You're even showing your face this time around?
If it isn't the Spriggan and his helpers. Hello there. I didn't expect to run into you again so soon. In regard to my face, it's not as though it's meant to be kept secret. You all saw how I looked when I wore a kimono before, no?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's
Let's
true.
talk all about how things have been going, and from the sound of it, you've all been through a lot. It seems someone gave you a bit of a hard time recently.
If you know that much, I'm not sure how to respond. But regardless, it's nice to meet you. My name is Elaine Auclair. How polite of you. I'm Chloe, Judith's mother. I'm sure you already know my background, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But Lucretia and I have been acquainted since back when I was still, working full-time. Indeed, we first met before I had even joined the society. It's been, oh my word, 16 years since we last fought while I was a member of the Order of the Moonlight Horse. Yeah, you were always quite the troublemaker back then, weren't you? Though, seems you've mellowed out quite a bit since then. Well, I owe that largely to you and your relentless scolding, now don't I? I see. I had no idea. Come to think of it, you were working full-time up until 10 or so years ago, Miss Lanster. So you two were kind of like Jaegers then? Sometimes you'd fight, but other times you'd work together? That about sums it up, yes. She was never completely awful, but Mr. Oathbreaker, on the other hand... Yeah, we're very familiar with him by now. Well, as much as we may seem like a package deal, I'm not always working with him, you know. Back when we were both in the Order, he was fairly hands-off when it came to my activities. Even now, I'm not quite sure what he's up to. So that's how it is. Our friend with the hat did mention he was on some kind of trip. The fool, that professor, starting to seem like everyone in your group is off doing their own thing. I can't deny that. Even Walter's acting on his own right now. However, you needn't worry, thanks to that agreement between the Grand Master and President Gramhart. And given how much dear Elroy has been scolded, I especially doubt he'll stir up trouble anytime soon. As much as I'd like that to be true, I'm not about to count on it. By the way, maybe you could give us more details about your pact with my father? Nice try, but sorry. That's not something I can let slip so easily. In any event, I plan to leave Edith soon and head off to a certain place. Again, with the vagueness. Well, at the very least, enjoy the cake here. So good it'll restore the humanity to your dark and twisted soul. If I had my way, I'd sit Harwood, the Fool, and your professor down, and shove a slice down each of their throats, too. Something tells me it wouldn't have quite the same effect on them that it does on you, Van. Well, I had been recommending it to Yoda and a few others, but it seems you're quite a fan of sweets yourself. Yes, my daughters told me all kinds of stories about your sweet tooth. I got to thinking, and I'd love for a connoisseur of such as yourself to try this one dessert in my recipe book someday. You got a dessert? Van hears about a new sweet, and his neurons light up like a bonfire. You mean that... Wait, hold on a sec. We're getting off topic. I'm a little curious, honestly. At the very least, it seems we don't need to be overly suspicious about Ms. Isley for the moment. True, but leave it to Ms. Lanster to keep an eye on her while we focus on our other tasks. Oh, these desserts, that's really divine, by the way. Thank you for the recommendation, Arkwright. Perhaps I'll buy a few to bring back to our young recruits. I imagine she's a far cry from Gran or Essie, but I'm glad to hear she looks out for the younger members. Yeah, I guess she does, huh? Like that time she helped Ren, and then she helped out with Swin, too? But knowing just who those young recruits are, to be able to treat them as juveniles without backlash, she must be formidable indeed. As long as she doesn't turn on us, I doubt we need to be too worried. Oh, these desserts are truly divine, by the way. Thank you for the recommendation, Arkwright. Perhaps I'll buy a few to bring back to our young recruits. By the way, I'll be taking the evening train back to Anchorville tonight. Your grandmother will be staying in the capital, however, so if anything happens, be sure to call her, all right? Got it. Stay safe on your way home, Mom. Will do. But about that dessert you were talking about earlier, Van, good grief. Okay, well, now we're going to get a phone call from somebody, somewhere, out there. There it is. Oh, this number.
Hey there, darlings! How have you all been? Your fixer work still going well?
It's coming along. Bit stuck on the AD front, though. Don't suppose you got anything for me there? As it just so happens, one of Elaine's seniors from the guild stopped by my place not too long ago, and I've been having a nice long chat with this rare customer. Could it be Jin? We ran into him ourselves just this morning. Wouldn't have expected that shaved bear to ever come to your shop, though. Don't worry. He knows that I often serve underground types, so he's been on his best behavior. Anyway, he wanted me to pass on a message if I was able to get in contact with you. Namely, that this is a good opportunity for you to come and meet the special guest we've got with us. Huh? No clue who that could be, but you make it sound like a pretty big fish. But, got it. We'll swing by if we can find the time.
For you. We've got some other stuff to talk about, so no rush.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I really could use your assistance. Everyone from Arkwright Solutions, and Elaine as well.
That voice. Could it be? And with that, my message is delivered. We'll be waiting, darlings. I feel like I've heard that man's voice somewhere before. His voice was pretty calm. Oh, wait. Yes, we first met him during the illusory coup, and then saw him again at that political debate. From what I hear, he's been pretty active in Parliament recently. It seems he's been questioning the Patriot League about problems that have come up as a result of the space program. Correct, and due to that, he's been in frequent contact with the Guild as of late. But given our charter, there's not much we can publicly do to help him. Oh, right. You've got that whole thing about not interfering in politics, huh? Guess you'd really have to tiptoe around something like this. But still, given this guy's position, willing to bet he's got some good info for us. Right then. Once we've got everything else settled, we're headed over to Bermotti's in Riverside.
Take your time.
Okay, well, Riverside it is.
Off we go.
General.
We start chatting with him. It's probably going to be a while before we're done. Coming up on 4:30. Should we wrap up our work for now and head in? Entering Bermotti's Cafe and Bar will advance the main story. Unfinished quests, connection events will disappear. Yep. Let's go.
Ben, darlings, welcome back.
Oh, Elaine. Didn't expect to see you here, too.
Hello, Jen.
I'm sorry we had to call you over here like this. I really should have just gone over to your office.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Ryan Connery.
It's good to see you again. I remember we talked a little during that debate back in March. And, of course, your help during the coup is invaluable.
Well, there's a surprise. Senator, you actually remember what happened during those 3 days? I do. The images of fleeting that pointless coup alongside the president and the prince are burned into my mind. I've since heard the full story from Jin. This nation owes all of you a debt it cannot easily repay. No, it wasn't just us. It was only thanks to help from a lot of different people that we were able to make it through. I was sort of part of the problem at one point. That event aside, it seems you know a great deal of information not released to the public. Is that right? Correct. I went and looked into the cult eradication plan that took place when the Republican Party was in power. And then I have ties to Crossbell, so I'm aware of what went on during the Craw independence bid and the Retributive Tower incident. Oh, that certainly explains things. He's been a huge help. He's given us a good deal of insider information that not even the Guild knew. Wow! Seems like he's really well informed. Crap! Does this guy know about me, too? Though I can't say I've made nearly as many connections as Mr. Rocksmith has. Oh, and can I just say, I'm a huge fan of your grandmother's songs, your mother's plays, and of course, your movies. It's a genuine pleasure to make your acquaintance, Judith. The pleasure's all mine. Well, he's got good taste at least, so maybe it's okay. Well, happy to find you're an easier guy to talk with than I expected. Getting down to business, though. I hear you've been looking into all the strange stuff that's been going on around the space program. So I take it you're after a little info exchange between the surface and the shadows. That right? That's right. Now, and even back during the Almata incident, the main party, no, the presidential office, should have shared all relevant information with the other parties. But it seems, for some reason, they either can't or won't do that. So I thought I had better go searching for this info on my own. As a politician, I feel I have a duty to lay the groundwork for the future, regardless of whether my party is in control. Senator, this guy sure is cut from a different cloth than President Gramhart. Heck, even Rocksmith. Well, if that's the case, then let's get to it. What do you say we each lay out our cards? So even the space program's budget is full of irregularities? After seeing it on the news, I figured the amount of Mira the space program would need was, well, astronomical. That's putting it lightly. As a member of the opposition party's inspection team, I actually visited Zeku Space Base the other day. Well, talk about timely. What was it like? I'm told they're sparing no expense in implementing every state-of-the-art piece of technology they can. Stepping inside, my very first impression was utter shock that they were able to build something so grand out there in the barren hinterlands. Though perhaps I should have expected it, given that Professor Young Cronkite was overseeing its construction. Suffice to say, the equipment they have there is, without a doubt, the kind of technology a feat like this requires. I've got a family member involved, and that lines up with what little I've heard. Oh, are you one of Professor Hamilton's students? Despite my tone when I talk about it, I do agree that the space program's aim is a noble one. It's just the costs of building, maintaining, and operating the base and all 3 rockets has been publicly disclosed. However, there is an amount of unaccounted for expenses that vastly dwarfs all other expenditures combined. Almost as though they've been pouring all this money into something huge that they refuse to make public. It does sound pretty shady, huh? Could it be for some manner of new weapon, or perhaps a new type of observation satellite? I couldn't begin to guess. But on the topic of weaponry, they have already reported a new weapon on the defense expenditures. It's the assault frame they announced last year. It's supposed to be like nothing before. Rumor has it, it'll be used for the manned launch that's scheduled the day after tomorrow. Oh, so that's why they shot a humanoid dummy up there last time. So, just to be clear, you're saying you think this sum of money is being spent on something completely different. Correct. They have it marked as confidential expenditures, but its sheer size is telling all on its own. I'd say it's probably enough to finance a large fortress and an aerial fleet. That's a hell of a lot of money. And this something that all this money is going to is the real goal of the space program? Yes, I believe it is a very distinct possibility. And I can't say whether this is related or even true just yet. But rumors say that the space program has another name. Huh? It does? Isn't the official code name for it Project Startaker? Oh, this is actually something I've been hearing whispers about more and more among the other info brokers. Startaker's the public name, but people are saying the presidential office and the space base have a different code name for it. Unfortunately, Kincaid and his group have clamped down so hard on any info, we haven't been able to figure out what that name is. That's sending off red flags for me. They're starting to sound more and more like some evil villain group from a movie. Oh, sorry, Agnes. No, please, don't worry about it. I agree that it's suspicious. From the sound of it, all the technicians and construction crew working there have been hit with a strict gag order. Doesn't seem like they're being threatened or anything, but there's not a peep coming out of anyone. There is one thing we can say with certainty, and is that the presidential office is hiding something. Indeed, and they've contracted both Marduk and Ikaruga's cooperation in service to that. Our biggest question now is, are the space program's true goal and AD somehow related? What? But that... At a glance, there doesn't seem to be any connection between the space program and these people mimicking the cult. But their words about another dawn still give me pause. That is something to consider. The space program is also being touted as a new dawn for the world in its promotional campaigns. Given the way the presidential office and the CID have been acting, I almost have to wonder if they're not getting the reports coming in from Crossbell, Liberl, and the Empire. Huh? What reports? I remember hearing about people disappearing from the northern part of the continent, in places like Remiferia. Oh, yes, I've heard that as well. It seems that several people who were stirring up anti-immigration sentiment or were vocal about independence issues have gone missing. But separately from that, I've been getting reports from politicians and government officials in the countries I have contacts in. In Crossbell, for example, certain politicians who lost their jobs after colluding with the Mafia have suddenly disappeared. And in the Empire, troublemakers from both the noble and reformist factions have vanished too. In Liberl, it's a number of corrupt military officers who enabled the coup attempt back in 1202. Oh. Yes, our good Lieutenant Colonel. Oh, my. All of them, neither civilians nor criminals, people that even HQ hadn't thought to keep an eye on. Hold on a sec. What if we're just overthinking this? What if these folks haven't been kidnapped? You're saying all these people are running off to join AD all on their own? Ow. If that's the case, then it's possible that this is happening in countries all across the continent. If all of those people are gathering together here in Calvert, then the number of people caught up in AD could be several times greater than we'd initially thought. I might have made a serious mistake. I was so caught up with events on my front door that I neglected what was going on abroad. I should have at least gathered more info about the illegal immigrant situation. What? Sheesh! Don't startle me like that, phone. Wait. Emergency call? Oh, yeah. Requests from clients who've got one foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. I'll take them on sometimes. For a premium. Do you even listen to yourself? Oh, the call didn't connect. I wonder if their reception is bad or something. Wonder what that could have been about. Hey, Agnes, look.
Huh? The Genesis.
What's going on over... Oh.
I got through. Please, help us! The Black Light District's in danger. Send someone, anyone. Those pictures, the guild, I don't care who.
You're Joe Browning, right? Calm down just a second and tell me what's going...
I don't know what's going on. There's crazy freaks and monsters everywhere. Save us, damn it!
Let's go. There's a shortcut near here.
Right. I'll contact Hazel.
Understood. You guys are good to go, right?
Of course.
What could be happening there? Anyway, we'd better hurry.
This has to be fate. I'll come with you.
Say what?
No, you can't. We couldn't bring a senator with us to somewhere so dangerous.
Don't worry, I'm former military, just like your father. If it comes down to it, I know how to handle myself. And as a politician, I have a need to know what's happening to my city.
Fine, fine. It's clear there's no convincing you otherwise. You can come, but you gotta stay in the back. We clear? Bermotti, can you pass this on to the police for us? Oh, and those two also.
Got it. The police, them, and I'll call Hayue as well. Whatever's going on, you all be careful over there.
If we're ready, then let's hurry. The shortcut's on the other side of the river.
Jin has temporarily joined the party. Senator Ryan is accompanying as a guest. Travel menu is temporarily unavailable. Entering the shortcut in Riverside on the opposite side of the river from Bermotti's will advance the main story. Yep. So we will stop that there and pick up tomorrow. See you next time, everybody.